I had to get a humdinger out there. Hello, 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 my powerful love family. Before I start, I just want to say thank you so much. I had such a blast on my Earth birthday this year. And boy, did you make it special with all of your gorgeous wishes. And in advance, I want to also thank you for sharing this video and all the other ones you've shared. We are becoming a crazy, wild, expansive, playful, nervous system regulating network. We're doing something really a little different together. The focus of today's sharing, the light coming through me, I've been inspired to share that when we want to help those of us that have been practicing, self-soothing and changed our lives so much for the better, enjoying every moment as much as we can, not every single moment, we're all human, or as Esther Hicks says, we human, and I'm certainly not above losing my shit, but I practice it and I don't do it very often. And saving, that old story about saving a drowning person can pull you right under, and lifeguards are often taught if there is somebody drowning and you can't always save everyone. So I'm inspired to share with you today that let people complain. There are lots and lots and lots of complainers, and they're also alternatively, hello, good morning Jackie, good morning my beloved, how are you? There are so many appreciators, people like us who practice giving thanks. I gotta tell you, I'm so thankful to be able to give thanks for you, Jackie, for our blessed family, for our soul connection, our gorgiosity, that we can say thanks. That feeling of giving thanks for for being able to do this with my hands, to have fingernails, that I actually have another day and another night being in my body with our eternal energy. But the fact that we have this incredible opportunity, we often take for granted. I sure as heck did, in the past. So I wanted, first of all, let me just check with you. I'm going to put on my cheaters. How are you, Jackie? Oh, you shared. Oh, bless you. Is the sound okay? I don't want to have it too loud. We're going to get right into a live humming meditation in a second. But you know that feeling, Jackie? You know that feeling, Robert? You know that feeling, sweethearts who are on this call, who are, so with us, and we are so powerful together, united as a soul family, having the focus, the intention for peace and alignment, brain-heart coherence, and allowing ourselves without any stress, really not pushing, but to be able to be in the love zone through giving thanks for the smallest things to the largest things. It is such a wonderful, Danny Mikhaili, my executive producer, my beloved husband of 20 years. Well, married for 18, together for 20, executive producer on this call. Let's check, put my cheaters on. Everything is working perfect. The sound, the voice, the beauty of, oh, bless you. Oh, it's perfect, says Jackie. Great. I know the feeling, right, Jackie? Exactly. And that is the gift. And John Williams. Yeah, so we have Jackie, we have John, we have Danny, we have Canada, we have the States, we have the Cosmos, we have the Galactic Federation. So what we were just focusing on here, because what came through me is I have learned, first of all, it's none of my business to try to, offer something to somebody who doesn't want, it's like offering somebody, oh, come on, why don't you eat my chicken? It's so good. It's my mother's recipe. And if they don't eat chicken, yeah, they're laughing at me, the inner child, right? But I have sort of spiritually electrocuted myself. And actually, physically, there is a kickback in not a positive one when you try to encourage somebody to feel better if they're not wanting to. And sometimes, like, just like you have to let a drowning man go under, or woman, it's the same deal. So I just wanted to encourage you all to stop wasting time. That's what's really come through me to share share you. If I don't finish all my sentence because I had my birthday and time is going fast and, another birthday under the belt. So just to save energy and time, I thought I would not finish my sentences. No. Truth be told, we will be doing so much more magnificence for self and others and not wasting time by allowing people their process, whether they are going to find their way back to the love that they are, the joy that they are, the self-soothing that they are, the celebration, the silliness, the cuckoo-ness, all of that they are, this incarnation or another, is none of our business. Unless you want to just offer and then somebody, takes the bait. So, many of us in the so-called consciousness milieu, or whatever you want to call it, that are a little more awake than many others who, we all come into in our own time, just remembering who we are. There's nothing, crazy. It's just integrating our physicalness with our spiritualness. And, you want mind, body, spirituality, soul, everything integrated. Just like, it's hard to watch people suffer. And as somebody who, one of my businesses is co-owning with my beloved executive producer, Danny McKiley, and husband and joy bubble for so many years, partner in flying, executive producer on this call, Danny McKiley, we have a energy center. And, some clients come in and it's an energy center. So it's integral, it's integrity with, it's not a Tylenol, works with the spiritual, the mental, and, and the physical, the psychological all together. But, many of us just want to give our power away and be reactive and just think that it's a Tylenol and that it doesn't work. I mean, we're not just like, my father used to say, even a stone has a soul, which is 100% true. So working together with our consciousness and, oh my goodness, making our emotions and our thoughts the most important thing, regardless of what's going on around us. The joy, the excitement, the health on every level that those of us have remembered by practicing, whether we came through it through 12-step groups or, various therapies or different sages, or our own remembering, our own meditation, our own form. It doesn't matter. But I want to encourage you not to be a schmuck, but if, like myself, being sort of in the past, not minding my business and trying to help someone because I didn't want them to suffer. I was electrocuted spiritually, psychologically, physically, the whole thing. Plus, it's none of my business. And we must allow, as they say, all of our beloveds to have their own, and I love this, hero's journey. Isn't that a beautiful phrase? I didn't make it up. Isn't that a gorgeous sentence? I am remembering that more and more and feeling fine about it. I just want you to know you can save yourself an awful lot of time by keeping your nose out of somebody else's process. So really, with that in soul and mind and heart in nostril hair, John, let me just take a quick look and we're going to get into our humming and hooting meditation. Taylor Morgan! Oh, you never age. I love you, such a liar. What a cheat to have you. A cheat? It's a cheat and a treat. Taylor, you should come to our center. We have a whole new system up, and for the entire month of December, it's free on Sundays. Give me a call and I'll hook you up, Taylor. So good to feel you. You're such a beauty, such a powerhouse. Anyway, oh my goodness. Ann Davidson, woot woot. You're in the consciousness milfu, not, oh, you're the milfu. Not the consciousness cockapoo. Oh, look at you rhyme. Fabulous hair. Oh, thank you. Yes, well, you know, it's fun to, I can go short, I can go long, I just didn't wash my hair. You see the back? And I let the garden grow in and boom, it was, voila. Again, I'm so glad you're liking it. I'm so glad. Yes, I know the feeling, right? So let's drink some water. We're going to go into a humming meditation. First of all, for peace. We're so much stronger together, and I love you all. Talk to Franny. Let me know how you're doing with your humming processes. I'm getting so many testimonials. This is the most ancient nervous system regulating process. It really is the oldest primordial sound, that is humming. But I've of course regifted it, reprocessed it, so it's so portable and packs way more of a hum punch. So water, come on, most of us are dehydrated. Cheers, good water. All right, let's do it. So shoulders down, beloveds, one hand on your heart, one on your belly. And I want you to close your eyes, just close your eyes for a moment and listen to this beautiful music I co-created with AI. Thank you, AI. Never ever to replace musicians. This is just an adjunct. And so feel your heartbeat just for a moment. Let's just be quiet and feel your heartbeat with your hand if at all possible. If you're driving, pull over to the side of the road. Okay, now this time shoulders down from your belly. I want you to breathe in through your nose. Golden light. Let's go. And we're gonna exhale, humming into our heart this time on the word home. Home. For as long as you can. And on the word home has more velocity, has more hum for your buck. So not on or not on yom, or it's home. Ha, home for as long as you can. I feel like a bitchy school teacher saying that. Boys and girls, home for as long as you can, because you're coming home to the love that you are. Do you feel the vibration? Do you know how powerful your heart is? If not, after this stream ends, go to the Heart Map Institute. See all of the empirically scientific experiments about, there's a brain in the heart generates a huge electromagnetic field. You are so freaking powerful, my beloveds. So hand on heart, one on belly. This time when we hum, I want us to send peace out to each other, to every aspect of our beingness, to the world. We are so much more powerful live together. And this is the Maharaji effect, and that also has been empirically, scientifically measured, which is when people meditate together or intend together in a group, the power is magnetized, multi-folded, and the level of peace, lack of crime, health for miles and miles around that area happens, occurs, holds for quite a long time afterwards. So let's do this together. I want you to close your eyes, put your hand on heart, one on your belly. I want you to think, what in your life do you have that is peaceful? Is it looking at a plant? What makes you feel peace? Looking at your doggy, your cat, your bird, your husband, your children when they're asleep. Looking at a cake you ordered that you have to share with your husband before he steals it. What allows you to feel peaceful? Is it just looking at our world and hyper focusing on what is working and feeling so good about the progress? Is it the sound of a baby laughing like that? Is it your inner child? Is it the sound of the rain, of watching the snowflakes. I grew up in Canada. I never really grew up, but you know what I mean. Is it the beautiful sun, the sound of the ocean waves, the smell of the sand and the salt water, the wind? What makes you feel peaceful? Is it the flute? Is it when Franny shuts up? I'm gonna shut up. Just take a moment. Peace. What brings you peace? Oh, I forgot to put on my, I actually forgot to put on my microphone. Danny, can everybody hear me all right? I'm just gonna check because maybe I can add the mic. It might end this though. Lisa Haas, thank you for a dose of your charm. Oh, and love, bless you. I'm so happy to feel you, Lisa. Lisa. Karen Hilligoss. Oh my goodness, we got Chicago, we got Toronto, we got California, we got Florida, we got all over the States. I am late meeting Michelle Barsha. My goodness. Hear you very clear and beautiful. Don't change anything. Oh, good. I don't even have my mic on today. Isn't that interesting? So we're going to go back in. Take another sip of water. I'm so pleased. The soul family is popping on. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. All right. Cheers. You're always in divine timing, Karen Hilligoss. My beautiful, beautiful soul spirited kitty cats. My beautiful soul family. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you for all these years going live since the beginning of lockdowns. It has been such a great pleasure. And the level of manifestation, what people are generating that's already theirs from the quantum field, the emails and texts that I get blow my little nagola. I tell you what, so do not underestimate the power of not taking yourself too schmeriously. Power of doing this in a group with the intention of peace. So hand back on heart, hand on belly. Close your eyes. What do you already feel peaceful about? Is it looking at a puppy? Oh boy, there's a French bulldog in this building. Danny knows when I came back home yesterday, I had to go over and pet it. The most beautiful, brought me so much. It wasn't just peace, it was such delight. But I feel so much peace when I look out at all of the beautiful lights from the holiday. I feel so much peace when I see parents adoring their babies. I feel so much peace when I know that I can allow the light through me to you, and I feel like something of value, which doesn't belong to me, doesn't belong to any of us, is coming through me, and I can allow myself to be a whatever, portal, vessel, whatever you want to call it, and offer that. And whether you want to pick it up or then, that's great. And if you don't, I love you. No, there's no one way. It makes me so peaceful to know I can do this. So now we're going to do another breathing in through our nose, activating carbon dioxide just by our breath hold. And of course, nitric oxide with our humming on the word home for as long as we can, but I want you to hold peace. Maybe you feel peaceful and joyful hearing the sound of this child laughing, your inner child that's always waiting for you. We're going to get into the inner child our next moment. So after we do this, I'm not speaking in English very well. Okay, here we go. Hand on belly, hand on heart. What brings you joy and peace? Yeah, let's do that. What brings you joy and peace? So breathing in golden light through our nose, and we're going to hold it. Here we go, from our belly. Hold your breath, beloveds, hold your breath. And exhale peace into your heart and out to everyone else, humming on the word home. Let's go. Home. Share your peace and joy. Home. Gently using your hands. Home. Intention is felt atomically. This is empirically, scientifically measured. Do it again. Hand on heart, hand on belly, shoulders down, close your eyes, feel the joy and the peace. Breathe in golden light into your nose and hold. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath, and exhale, humming on the word home. Peace on earth and through the cosmos. The more we share this vibration, this frequency, the more there is for people when they're ready to hop on. Let everyone have their hero's journey. Just as we have been out of alignment, let other people, unless they're ready. It is none of our business. Hand on heart. None of your business. Inner child is laughing at you. And we are, we're just co-creators, baby. So we're all doing this together. Let's shoulders down, breathing in golden light from your belly through your nose of peace and joy. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold it. Now exhale for as long as you can, humming peace into your heart and out to everyone on the word home. That was delicious for me. I hope it was good for you too. I had a little bit of a humgasm right there. So the reason, of course, it makes people open their eyes when I use the word gasm playfully, but the reason I use it is also, and you will hear about this in my upcoming audiobook, I Tried to Be Normal, but it was taken, and Taylor had me on her radio show for my printed memoir, Confessions of a Jewish Shiksa. Taylor's a magnificent person on so many levels, as we all are. So I tried to be normal, but it was taken. The reason I brought that up is because I reference spirituality and sexuality married together, which has been a big part of my journey. And I believe all of us access our superpowers, whether we're actually having a physical sexual interaction or everything is sexual, like this is how we were created, right? But it's knowing the power of true spiritual, integral sexuality to co-create. Everything is that juicy life force, is that excitement. And, without judgment, my opinion, just Franny Sheridan's humble opinion, is that, so much has been bastardized in these sort of, sexual, what is sex, with the pornographization of sexuality and how this person is supposed to look and that person and what it is. And also the power of touching another person and interacting is huge, and especially in a sexual way. These are, for most of us, untapped, beautiful, powerful truths. And we are all remembering, and many of the indigenous are letting us know these things because they practice it. And so just to let you know, I call it a humgasm or a yodelgasm or whatever, because taking sexuality back into the playful but also the spiritual REM. I wonder what that means. Just like REM sleep. Yeah, because we've been kind of like in deep kind of coma sleep with some of our stuff, and it's all perfect and divine timing. There's nothing to feel bad about. We're eternal, right? But it's a time when this information keeps coming, and I have, as it did Marlene come on, I have what would you call it, angel lightning. All my hairs are standing up, and so I always know that I'm really connecting with non-physical when that happens in my body. Let me know, how do you feel? Talk to Franny. Do you feel that when you have that physical reaction, that is part of your groove with non-physical? I'm just curious. I don't want to hear about your nipples get harder. I mean, I'm just saying, for me, this is always a connection of a feel of an expansive connection. So however you want to qualify or quantify that, that's what it means to me. And that's the thing, is there is no one way, but as long as we kind of get out of the matrix, if you will, and have the courage to kind of just examine, does that really feel good to me? Does it really feel good to try to, I don't know, make it to be scared, to not to allow in more joy in my life, just because somewhere I have this self-defeating belief that I'm not old enough, not young enough, not qualified enough, that nobody will ever this, that I'm tired of being rejected. Well, this is another thing that I want to share. Whether I wake up feeling grand or cuckapoo, mostly it's grand these days, just because I'm doing so much programming and repatterning. That old sort of argument that I'm just not wired that way. It's a funny joke, because there's some truth to it, and it's kind of a relief to be able to laugh at our laugh at our so-called limitations, because they are so-called. There's nothing real about them. We can always rewire, repattern. That's where, that's what I'm passionate about, because many of you know I was able to transform my inherited PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, into what I coined PTJO, post-traumatic joy overload. And in various, myriad of forms, I've had the privilege of sharing that with people. So that whole thing of being stuck, of and secretly thinking it, and just because it's comfortable. So I feel strongly that doing one thing, if not every day, every 2 days, or maybe every 3 days, come on now, people, that's a little bit uncomfortable for you. Getting out of your comfort zone is, as long as it's not something obviously that's I'm never condoning abuse, but something that maybe you don't think that you care too much what other people think. Like, for example, when I was starting out as a stand-up comic, I was like 19, when I went to Yuck Yucks in Toronto for the first time, and around there anyway, I oh boy, was I out of my comfort zone. And many of you know about that from my previous books and plays and stuff, yada yada yada. I had to reprogram myself off stage in a way that the internet in the 1500s, when I did that, was not accessible. I went to a bevy of therapists and really good, well-intentioned people, but at the end of the day, sharing my truth was the most healthy stepping stone out of old patterning and beliefs, but it was just a step. I still needed to reprogram. For me, it just is my process. I'm not talking about anybody else. And so these processes that I share, humming and all these things, have come through me for years because they have helped me, and they're ancient, and they came through me. Humming came through me not because I wanted to hum. I mean, kids hum, a lot of elderly folks hum naturally to self-soothe, and all that is magnificent. It came through me because I was meditating, and it was actually obnoxious to me that I was humming. I wanted to be, still and just not have a whole lot of swimming around in my Nagola, and just let myself, be connected to breath. And I think I was listening to chimes and rain. But I was humming, and I was like really irritated. Anyway, the bottom line is this. It was a response to my asking for the quickest nervous system regulating modality that I could share with clients and beloveds. And believe me, people have benefited radically, but you have to practice it just like anything else. And it's so easy and so quick. So what it involves, as I said earlier, is just simply breathe in through your nose, hold your breath. You want to activate carbon dioxide, and you want to exhale humming for as long as you can, but on the word home. So, and humming songs is really good. I'm not saying it's not good, but you're just going to get more hum for your buck if you're feeling cockapoo-poo. if you're not feeling cockapoo, you just want to hum Christmas songs or Hanukkah songs or Kwanzaa songs or Schmanzah songs, I want to leave anyone out, especially not the Schmanzas. But, just do it by all means. I'm just saying this has been empirically, scientifically measured that humming on the word home, which I call frumming, because those of you who haven't had the privilege of meeting, my name is Franny, is the fastest way to get back there. And, I share all kinds of processes, a complain-agasm, again, what's with the agasm, Franny? Because I am wanting to just shine light on sexuality being spiritual and fun, and it is part of our life force. Oh my goodness, we wouldn't be here connecting on this level. I know that I have a bevy of folks in non-physical with us, but I'm just speaking about those of us that are in our, as John Williams calls them, meat tuxedos and our meat suits, right? That, this is the gift of it. So, because our biological parents, did the wild thing with sexuality and hopefully had a gasm in there somewhere. Let's drink some water, and I want us to go into humming and hooting because, as you know, the most powerful, the highest, the strongest, oh baby, untapped for most of us, form of receivership is giving thanks. So, letting yourself repeat this sometimes when you're feeling crappy can work. Each of us is uniquely individual. If you feel like you're forcing it and it doesn't feel good, stop it. Sometimes when I'm feeling crappy, if I actually practice something that I don't believe at first, but I practice it over and over again, I'm walking around self-talking to myself and doing the best acting job of my life, pretending whatever it is that I'm wanting to generate from the quantum, which is already here, beloveds, and you know this, my soul family, or we wouldn't even be able to imagine it. Image in, right? We wouldn't be able to feel it, to get so excited if it didn't already belong to us. We're the only ones blocking it. So what I find really works is repetition. And again, do not do this if it feels crappy. Find another Franny hack or a process from, that you create, you co-create, or that someone else says. So let's drink water. And we're going to integrate our inner child who's been patiently waiting for us to acknowledge it, has been a part of all of this, because the playful component is something that I have had to give myself permission to go back to, because I was warned by, by my parents, especially my father, who's a genius, who I love, and I really was a daddy's girl. Can you tell? Probably. Anyway, don't answer that. Yeah, you can. Who's I just adore, and I love him, and I feel him so much from non-physical, but he also was, somebody who was in his old wiring in many ways, and he did a great job with us in many ways, believe me. I don't hold anything except love and appreciation. I'm not just saying that. But he was terrified of having something happen to us. And so that's that fine line of, do you warn your kids, do you warn your beloveds, or do you terrify them, right? And learning to acquire a very strong case of I don't give a shit-itis what other people think of me took a number of years, shall we say, because I needed to repattern. And again, this is not something that was, widely or at all. There's no internet. It's not something that therapists or psychiatrists talked about. It was not. People went to tell their stories, and that's a great piece, but it's just one piece, and it's not necessary for. And I'm really, I've so many people, since I have, traditionally published plays and my book and blah blah. Many people have said, Franny, will you work with me? Can I hire you to coach me to write a play, or, write my story? And should I do it? And here's the thing. The only reason I wrote mine was because it was a secret and it was toxic for me not to share it. But once I did, and when I moved on, and so if it's therapy to you to write your story, I say keep that in the therapy session. Getting to the root of things is not necessary for everyone. Releasing perhaps a buried piece of that, if that is your thing, is, we're all so unique. But for me, the only reason I'm writing or creating or orating my book, which I'm so excited about, working with this wonderful engineer in London, shout out to Matthew in case you're secretly on this, it is a look back, but not to go back into the dark emotions, but literally to highlight how every so-called challenging piece of my life, and just like all of you, I've experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly, was a gift. And I'm not just saying that because I'm showing how in my case I was able to utilize every little bit to further my journey. And if I hadn't experienced it, I mean every little freaking piece of it, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I love who I am, imperfectly perfect Franny. So cheers to all of you. And we're going to go into humming and hooting and giving thanks, as it is, as I started to say before I so rudely interrupted myself, the most powerful form. Giving thanks is the highest form of receivership, the most powerful way to allow in what is already yours from the quantum, from the field, whatever you want to call it. So cheers. I'll be right back. So I'm so thankful for you and for this beautiful AI co-created audio, and for the opportunity to share this with you. And so shoulders down, close your eyes if you can. Close your eyes just for a minute. Hand on belly, hand on heart. It brings me so much joy. So before we go into breathing and humming and hooting, close your eyes. I want you to think of you as a little child who's always with you, always waiting to be loved. Many of us still have pieces of our inner child that just need to be reminded that they can come out and play. They can use their intuition, that they are loved. So I want you to, with your hand on your heart and one in your belly, I want you to imagine seeing yourself little Franny, little Danny, little John, little Anne, little Tammy, little Taylor, little Sam, little Marcia, little Karen, little Linda. Oh my goodness, there's so many people on. Okay, I'm starting to receive a lot of energy here. Wow. Oh my goodness, it feels so amazing. I'm having a frannygasm. Okay. So what I want you to do is, I want you to repeat after me. I love you, little Franny, except instead of saying Franny, I want you to use your name. I love you, little Taylor. I love you, little Danny. I love you, little John. I love you, little Karen. I love you, little Anne. I love you, little Henry. I love you, little Nancy. I love you, little Stephen. I love you, little Michael. Go on, go on. Come on, let's go. Breathe in through your nose, from your belly. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Exhale, humming on the word home into that little child that is in all of us, integrating it on the word home. Beautiful. I want you to repeat after me. I love you, little Franny. Put your name in there. I feel it. Feel your heart. Close your eyes. Feel your heart. Feel the resonance. And I want you to feel the resonance when you say, I love you, little Danny. Feel your heart. I love you, little John. Feel your heart. I love you, little Anne. Feel your heart. Feel the frequency. The vibration of love is the most powerful thing. There is a brain in your heart. I love you, little Karen. I love you. I love you, little Odalis. I love you, little Linda. Whoever it is, Great. Beautiful. Shoulders down. And now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in with our inner child integrated through our nose and hold our breath. And we're going to, before we do that, I want you to just close your eyes with me one more time. What is it that you want to have now in 3D, in your world? What does it feel like? Instead of thinking it's a car or it's a person or it's more money or it's better health, how does it feel to have better health? I want you to use your senses the way the indigenous folk do to create rain. And if you don't believe me, check out Greg Braden's, one of his most current videos on YouTube about his experience with an indigenous Peruvian tribe when he was invited to bring rain. They had severe drought and they told him it will not work. Our ancestors have told us if you do not bring in all of your senses or as many as you can use. What does rain smell like? Do you hear it? Do you smell the rain? Can you hear it raining? And he said that's what worked. It worked. They could not control how much or how little, and they told him that, but it will come. So use your senses. You're in your body. This is part of your sexuality, your sacred spiritual sexuality. You know, it's in your body. That's why we're in our bodies. Our parents had sex. And so let us bring it in using, what does it smell like? What it is. If it's money, can you see it in the computer? Can you feel it in your, if it's a person, can you smell their neck? If it's a wonderful health, did you see yourself sitting there? Can you move with agility? Are you seeing yourself in the mirror? Is it a physical? What is it? What do you already have that has those qualities? So for example, if it has to do with, woo-hoo-hoo, I'm already hooting, getting an offer to do something you've been really wanting to do, does it warm your heart? What do you have that already warms your heart? Is it a beautiful person in your life, a great friend, a wonderful animal? What do you have? I want you right now, before we start, close your eyes. I want you to feel with your heart, one hand on your heart, one on your stomach. What do you already have that brings you joy to the degree that you would feel if whatever it is that you're generating from the quantum that's already here, it's only us that is blocking it. What does it feel like? Does it bring you joy? Does it move you to tears? Does it make you laugh? Does it make you jump up and down? What does it, think about what you already have that feels similar. Woo-hoo-hoo! I want hooting. Let's go. 3 hoots. Woo-hoo-hoo! Come on. I can't hear you. One more time. 3 hoots. Woo-hoo-hoo! Close your eyes. I want to hear it. Woo-hoo-hoo! Long hoots. Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo! Beautiful. Clap your hands like a kid would, going, yay! We did it, we did it. So this is suspending your, imagination, your reality, whatever you want to call it. We're play acting, but guess what? We're play acting without consciousness, no matter what. I want you to move your hands. Woo! Move your feet a little. If you're sitting or you're in bed, I want some of this. Yahoo! Yahoo! Hooting, let's go. Yahoo! I'm so happy for you. I want you to point at the camera. I'm so happy for you, John and Ann and Karen and everyone that's there. If I put my glasses on, I'm so happy for Danny. Woo! I'm so happy for all of us. I'm so happy for all of us. I'm so happy for you, Taylor. I'm so happy for Hannah. I'm so happy and loving you. I miss you too. I miss you, Hannah. I'm so happy for Hannah having magnetized more of the love that you are such a big part of. I am so happy. I'm so happy for you, Karen. I'm so happy for you, Michelle Barsha. I'm so happy for Michelle Barsha. Woohoo! Let's be happy for each other. I want you to call out everyone's name. So happy for Lisa Haff and Stephen Franz. I'm so happy for Stephen magnetizing everything he wants, or at least one thing. Woo! I feel it. Let's be happy for each other. This is the Maharaji effect. I am so happy for Taylor and for Ann Davidson. My goodness. I'm so happy that I stopped screaming so high. I'm so happy for Jackie Shalafo, who I adore, and shared. Bless you. So please share this with anyone who you think it might uplift. This is an interesting time in the world, and time to be super creative with how we actually perceive things. At least that's Franny's belief. Water, hydrate, let's do it. By the way, I want to shine the light for a moment. I just noticed my peonies, because my father was Viennese. Haha. You think you can be the only rhymer? John Williams from Toronto. Love Williams. So these are my favorite flowers, and they're one of the beautiful flowers that my husband bought me for my Earth birthday last week. I want you actually, what we're going to do now is we're going to hum into the flowers because they got a cold. They were under the air conditioning vent and they did not open properly. I want them to feel our love. So will you do this with me? Boys and girls, will you hum to my peonies? And it'd be really cool. You know, Dr. was it Yomoto's water experiments, where under a microscope he measured water molecules after he, had actually people, put labels on them. One was, so that they focused their intention of anger and hatred and jealousy and whatever insecurity on some of the water in different glasses. I'm not explaining this quite accurately. And then there were other glasses of water where he had people focus high vibes, love, kindness, generosity, abundance, health, wealth. And then he looked at these, he examined these water molecules under a microscope, and the ones that received these very sort of low vibes were ugly. Like they look like actually kind of monsters. And the ones, the water molecules that had received love and high vibes were gorgeous. So everything is atomically connected, and you know that. So if you can please just send some of this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring this forward. I'm gonna bring my forward so they can see you. Hello. Franny's lost your marbles a long time ago. Okay, so can I ask you to, I'm gonna hold this in my heart, move my glasses, and let's just be little kids and be playful and hum into the roses. These remind me of roses. When I was a little girl, I thought these were roses. So I'm going to just quickly tell you why they're my favorite flower. When they actually smell like gentle roses. When they open, they look to me like wild roses. And the very first camp I went to in Quebec, in Canada, was called Île Noire. I think it means Clouds Hill. Yes, Clouds Hill Camp. And I was very, very terrified of the world. And my mother told me she was going to come one weekend to visit. The first weekend, I really would isolate myself, so I actually borrowed my roommate. I think I could see that I was probably crying or something. She let me wear her beautiful orange velour, jumpsuit. I was a little girl. I mean, I don't know how old I was, very, very little, very wee, maybe 8 years old, and maybe 9, I don't know. And I knew my mom was coming, so I saw these. I thought they were wild roses, and I picked peonies. And it sounds like it's a sad story, but it's not. I sat on the stairs at the front part of this camp, Clouds Hill, waiting for my mom, and she didn't come. And then I was really, really depressed, but then I realized I called her, she was coming the following weekend. Well, by then, I don't know if I picked more of these for her, probably I did. But I fell in love with these because I was so excited to share these. My mother was, still is, I'm feeling her from non-physical, so beautiful. And, so that's why these mean so much to me, because they brought me so much joy, and I just focus on the time. It was so fun to pick them and to be able to give them, so I want to give you my slightly not alive, but everything is alive. Nothing ever really dies, right? It's just, you know what I'm saying? So the soul of these flowers lives forever, the spirit of these flowers. But I want us to just breathe in through our nose from our bellies for a moment. If you could do that with me, and then we're going to hum into the flowers. We're going to just hum love and appreciation. And I know this is kind of kooky, but hey, no apologies. Here we go. Breathe in through your nose and hold your breath. Hold it, and let's hum life and thanks and health on the word home into my peonies from my beautiful husband, Danny. Home. This one is starting to open. Home is getting jealous. Home, one more homing. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. My flowers, thank you. Well, I just want to say thank you again for everything you're doing. The more you're shining your light on yourself and allowing yourself to shine as brightly as you meant to when you incarnated, the more that the rest of us are lifted. So be selfish with your joy. Be selfish with your peace, your consciousness of peace. This is a time where many people are remembering that choosing consciousness of peace is more powerful than being right, consciousness of war. And by proxy, of course, the world is remembering. So I love you so much. I'm just going to say a quick goodbye. Angie made it, I agree. I'll be thinking of you when my peonies bloom. Oh, Karen, when they open, says Karen, they open so large that they are pretty. I know. That's why, air conditioning vent. I felt I needed to be Dr. Franny with my beautiful, wonderful mother-in-law. Love them too. And I also think of her. Oh, I'm so glad you made it on, Angie and Karen. Wow, Franny, we grow these in our garden. Oh, you do? We only grow those, and roses will think of you. Wow. Danny, executive producer, love of my life. Do you see that? So, Karen, when do they grow? When do they thrive? In the summer in Chicago? When do they come out? Because they recently were available for purchase here in Florida. So it might have been a seasonal issue, but I suspect that the cold didn't do them any good. Your peonies are so pretty. Thank you. They need a little extra love. All right. Well, I just want to thank you all. Please share this with anyone you feel may benefit. And oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you just so much for shining your light. I love you all so much. Have fun, and I'll be going live tomorrow from our center at 9 a.m. on TikTok at The Real Franny Sheridan. The Real Franny Sheridan. And hello. Those of you, like Taylor, I don't know if you're still on, darling. Those of you who come on, watch the replay, or are actually in South Florida. So we upgraded our system. Yeah, we have a more super-powered baby, plus a pyramid that is stunning in our center in Palm Beach Gardens, Juno Beach area, kind of like PGA, North Palm Beach, sort of the West Palm Beach kind of milieu, called LovingLightRegeneration.com is the name of our center, LovingLightRegeneration.com. And those of you who are in the neighborhood, who are in the hood, as it were, all December Sundays are free for 2 hours to test drive our technology. And so you must call to reserve a seat because we only have 15 chairs. I think maybe now 14, Danny, I can't recall. But call me at 561-531-7178. Leave a message if, I don't know, I'm on a live and I can't, or I'm on a Zoom or I'm with a client, or, I'm very busy getting my nails done. But you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's it. I'm so excited. And I put a video up so you can see footage of our holistic healing room that integrates light and sound energy in the sense that we have, high hertz music playing, but it's essentially photonic and scalar energy with a little Fibonacci thrown in there for effect. A lot of science in there. I don't want to bore the what out of you by sharing it, but just know that the testimonials are off the freaking charts. The reason we opened the center, it wasn't on our bucket list to open a wellness center at all, right, Danny? I was in the middle of doing a book reading at the Colony Hotel here in Palm Beach Island for my traditionally published memoir, blah, blah, and I started to get crazy digestive pains and blah, blah, blah. Didn't want to go to the hospital, wanted to heal myself like I have for many, couldn't. Found this video, boom, led to this. Now there are, hundreds and hundreds, without exaggeration, of centers all over the world. We're all ma and pa. We're not a chain only because of testimonials. It is not a Tylenol. It creates a coherent energy field, and this is more powerful than the system we had before. And this is empirically, scientifically measured. And so together with emotional, mental, and spiritual consciousness, and I work with many clients to help them repattern. It's painless, it's fun. Essentially, so they get there, before they get there physically. It will fast forward you, save you oodles of time and money, because it's how I was able to heal self. And that's the whole thing. And if you're ready to do that, or you just want to come in and hang out for a couple hours and experience it, there is no one way for anyone. But all of that is there for you, and you get 10 minutes free with me as a consult if you want to talk about how I might be able to help you. And if not, that's fine. I'm just loving you. I'm going to stop now. Alrighty. So much love to you. Oh, thank you so much, John. I love you so much, my soul bro. That's all I have to say. Danny, me, Kylie. Our Sundays are free for the month of December for 2 hours. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. I love you so much. You are so welcome, Angie, my darling, powerful beauty. And when it only lasts a few weeks. Right, I remember that. Back to the peonies. Thank you, Karen. But we look forward to them blooming. I know. So wild. We love the same thing. Well, you and I are from the same spaceship. You know that. We're from the same pod, the same cloud. It's just the way it is. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. Oh my gosh, I love ending on this.